with the Georgia Bulldogs, you're gonna feel the bulldog.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Row 60, a Georgia football podcast. My name is Clark Gaines. Joining me today, as always, Adam Thornton.
Boom!
And this is show number 113, and we have made it.
Yes, sir, baby.
Woo!
We are there, Clark.
Gosh, feels
Finally.
good.
Finally. Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
I am too.
I'm juiced, man.
Yeah.
God,
It's game week.
it's it. This is the week. I mean, ever since driving home that dreadful day, I guess it was January 2nd, 2025, after losing to Notre Dame in the Sugar Bowl. 8 hours back that afternoon and night from Louisiana. I was like, man, this offseason is going to take forever to finally get back to some Georgia football with this just sour taste in our mouths that we had from that evening. And, man, it's here. In a blink of an eye, boom. Life has just been wild, been a blessing, been great. But it's just made it that this offseason has flown by faster than any other I can think of, Clark, honestly, for me personally. But we're here. It's game week, my favorite week of the year almost.
Yeah.
One of my top favorite weeks. You think about it, Clark. You get week 0, kicks off in Ireland. That kind of just gets you a little bit. It's just a tease, right?
It's an appetizer.
It's a tease. It's a tease. You know, it gets you all juiced and excited. And then you're like, man, that was good, but I want more, right? So you got to wait a week, though. So you got to show some patience. But you think Thursday night, get some football, then Friday night, then Saturday, and then you get some on Sunday, man. And just the anticipation of this week of what's about to crank up across the nation in college football. Yeah, by far one of my favorite weeks of the year. And we've made it a tradition now to go to the county fair on Thursday.
Oh,
right before
okay.
the games crank up, go to the fair, enjoy some carnival rides, man, get some funnel cakes and all that good fun stuff, and then go back to the house and watch Thursday night games. So, yeah, I mean, just good American living right there. I love it.
Adam, I might have to join you.
Yeah, you need to.
I'm going to
Come
just
on.
invite myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Livonia, I mean, they've been setting up the carnival rides this week. So you got to turn an eye to that about what it looks like. But, you go, you observe the welds on them and just the mechanical operations. And if one looks safe, all the bolts look nice and tight on it, the welds look good, all that stuff, then you get on it. And
you pay the $10 ticket to get on it.
Yeah, but it is kind of part of the experience when you go to a traveling carnival like that is to not know what's going to happen if the ride malfunctions or not, and so that's it's part of the experience.
Okay,
it's the sketchiness of these town to town carnival rides that you get.
So you like the risk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of.
Living on the edge.
For myself, not putting my child on it. If it's something sketchy, but for myself, then yeah, sure. Why not? But no, if there's something that's really like, no, that's just not. We don't need to do that. Then we'll go on the next one then. So
I gotcha.
But there's some good ones. I mean, those Scrambler.
Oh yeah,
that's a classic. Been around generations. But anyway, enough of American carnival rides, man. But
I was about to say, how in the world did we get here?
It's good.
Talking about
opening week
rides.
carnival rides, man. A lot of excitement.
We love America, folks. And we love college football. More specifically, we love Georgia football. And this week, your Georgia Bulldogs, 5th ranked, right?
Yeah.
5th ranked, take on one of the Sun Belt teams, the Marshall Thundering Herd, in a thrilling matchup at Sanford Stadium.
Did you like what I did there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the pitter-patter of the hooves.
Yeah, the Thundering
I like
Herd.
that. The
Coming down to
Thundering
Athens
Herd.
from West
Nice.
Virginia. Yeah, I thought
Good
that's
sound
pretty good.
effects,
I thought
Adam.
that was good.
I didn't even have to go to YouTube and scrap it from
Yep.
YouTube. Man, that's impressive. Yeah, so big game this Saturday at Sanford Stadium. Not really, but kind of.
Yep.
We're not going to complain. We've been itching for college football, live college football, and this week we get it.
Yeah. Hey, tip of the hat to Marshall, UCLA, and the SEC schedule and college football right now kind of put us in a predicament last year, and we had to just schedule Marshall quickly because we were supposed to be getting on a plane later this week, Clark, and flying out to Los Angeles to LAX and go to the Rose Bowl to watch Georgia open up with the UCLA Bruins to start the 2025 campaign. So saves a lot of money just staying at the house and playing the Marshall Thunder and Herd. But, yeah, for all those keeping score back home, man, yeah, for the past couple of years up till about this time last year, it was planned for Georgia to open up the season in Los Angeles this year. So, yeah, fun fact there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the silver lining, sure enough, for us who travel to these games to save some money because you're going to need it. I'm going to need it as the season progresses because there are some premier games that are going to cost a lot of money to get into.
Yeah, my thought too when that game was announced and you're planning on it and what it's like, man, after the Rose Bowl experience we had on New Year's Day in 2018, how can you go over there for just a regular season game against UCLA?
And all 55 of their fans.
How disappointing. I mean, it'd be fun. It's Georgia football, man. But how disappointed would it be after you just basically would just be reliving 8 years ago over there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
it would not have the same effect by far.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Well, on this episode, we're going to be talking about Marshall, this upcoming matchup with them, the season opener for the Bulldogs. But before that, we want to talk about some announcements, some things, remind you guys of some things. Right. And the first thing is our live call-in show this Friday night at Tres Amigos in Athens. 9 o'clock is when we're starting the show. So if you're at home and you want to stream it on YouTube or Facebook, feel free to do so.
Yep.
But if you want to come hang out with us, eat some tacos, drink some margaritas. Ole, 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 ole. Hey. Okay.
Get ramped up. Turn this stuff up 5, man. Turn it up 5 notches, baby. It's regular season. It's time to roll. Did you see what I did there with that pencil flip?
Yeah, that's impressive. Yeah, so join us. 8 o'clock if you want to come hang out with us. We are opening it up to the public. This is the first time we're doing this. It ought to be really interesting.
Yeah, it should.
There's going to be a third mic on set.
Really?
Potentially.
Possibly.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Just leave it open. See who ventures up to our table and wants to talk ball with us. But we're going to do that. If you want to just sit at home and enjoy college football, there will be some games on. We've got Baylor versus Auburn. We've got Georgia Tech versus Colorado that night. Some good times ahead. But yeah, if you want to come out and join us at 8 o'clock, we'll be live at Tres Amigos in Athens. They've got great food. I've already taste tested. Adam,
did you?
You have yet to go out there, right?
No, I haven't had the opportunity yet, man. But knowing Brian Vigaris and how he is, man, I know it's going to be great. I've heard a lot of good things about it from multiple people. So excited about that, man. Going to be good food, good fellowship. You can't ask for any better. Going to be great. Right in the heart of downtown Athens the night before Georgia opens to Sanford Stadium. I love it. Don't get any better.
The 3 Fs. Food,
family, and fellowship, baby.
Oh, I was going to say football.
I mean, football.
I guess there's 4 or 5 Fs.
You can fellowship and football.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. But yeah, join us. It's going to be great. 8 o'clock if you want to come hang out. 9 o'clock is when the show officially starts. And hey, we might go a couple of hours. Adam, if the wives allow us,
we
might take this thing to midnight.
Why not?
Potentially.
Why not? Win in Athens, man.
Yeah, for real. It's also our first live call-in show from Athens, so that's fun. All right, so that's that. If you didn't see it, we also just dropped episode number 112. We sat down with a former player, Mr. Ryan Rankin.
Yeah.
And it was a great episode. We had so much fun. We relived the 2015 season and just what adjective would you use to describe the 2015 season?
Roller coaster.
Roller coaster of a season, yes.
Yeah, roller coaster. I don't know if roller coaster is an adjective or not, but experience, it would be roller coaster.
Okay.
So yeah, man. No, it was awesome. Ryan's great. DGD, man, played at Georgia from 2013, 2016, man. So he got to play for several different coaches. Of course, played for Coach Rick. The majority of his career was here. His senior year, Kirby Smart's first year, man. So a lot of good stories from Ryan and his experience being a high-level recruit out of high school in 2012, man, and just stories you don't get to hear from people every day.
Right.
So it was a heck of an opportunity. We appreciate Ryan taking the time doing that.
Yeah, go check that episode out. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify, Podcasts, whatever the heck you listen to. So yeah, really good show. That is a bonus episode for you guys as sort of a firework.
Yeah,
to start the.
Yeah, a little jolt.
Season. A jolt.
Yeah, a little jolt.
Like
a little jolt to just start the season, man. You know, just a surprise drop right there.
Yeah.
You know, I love it. A little appreciation.
For sure. Yeah.
Time to roll.
Hopefully we'll get to do more of those this season. We're planning on doing 2 episodes every single week.
Oh, that we are. Yeah, we are.
I've got to find my Bangladeshian editor.
Yeah, you do. You're gonna have to sub that out.
Yeah, for real. It's a lot of work, but It's fun, man. I wouldn't want it any other way, to be honest with you.
That's right.
Another announcement, and this is more of a reminder than anything. We want you guys to join our college football pick'em league.
I gotta join.
Adam, join.
As a matter of fact,
what are you doing?
Yeah, I need to do that. Thank you for reminding me.
What I'll do for you guys is drop the link in the show notes below. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll be in the notes as well. But click on that link. You're going to enter the code 4510, and the password is Dawgs, all caps. And we've got a good many people already in there. It's going to be fun competition. Once again, it keeps those games, like the, UNLV versus Iowa State. I don't even know if they play.
Like UNLV, Boise State, because it's top 25 and an SEC schedule. So,
right.
If you have like a Boise State or UNLV or somebody who sneaks in like 24, you got to pick that game.
Yeah.
So you got to know what's going on in the Mountain West Conference.
Exactly.
To be educated.
So it keeps you on your toes.
Because one game can really mess up, if you're holding that trophy at the end of the year or not.
Yeah. Last year we had a tiebreaker.
did.
It came down to certain games. So
yeah.
Lots of fun. Join that. It's year 4 for us. It's going to be so much fun, and we're going to kick I'm going to kick all y'all's tails this year.
Yeah, I'm going to do it this year.
Oh, you're going to?
It's my comeback year.
Oh, okay.
Comeback story.
Right now.
Starting to pin it right now.
Well, you got to actually join the league in the first place. So
that's right.
Don't forget to do that. Also, if you're listening to this, you're already in the league. Make sure to make your picks.
Yeah, make your picks.
Do it before.
Set an alarm that's going to remind you at an ideal time.
Yeah.
Or a little downtime that you got. You could get on the phone, get on there, and make your selection. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Some of you also don't know this. Right quick, last thing I'll say about the pick'em. You can download Yahoo Fantasy, I believe, from the App Store.
Really?
And you can sign in. Yeah. You don't have to go through the website. You don't have to go on a computer. There's an app. I love it. It's the same format. It looks the same exact way on your phone in the app. So go download that, Yahoo Fantasy. Once again, Adam and I we've thought about switching this over to ESPN because ESPN is generally, universally, it's more accepted.
Right.
It's easier to understand in a lot of ways, but there's something about tradition.
Something about tradition. We're all about tradition here at Row 60. Yahoo College Football Pick'em's tradition. It's what we grew up on and what we're going to continue to do until they close the doors at the place, right?
Until Gabriel's horn sounds?
Yeah, until Gabriel's horn sounds.
You said that 2 episodes ago. I about lost it.
Yeah, until Gabriel's horn sounds, we're still going to be running our college football pick'em off the Yahoo network. That's exactly right.
Man.
So, we're all about tradition. So, it's going to be good, and I'm ready for it.
Mm-hmm. We're also ready for this upcoming Saturday, Georgia versus Marshall.
Yes.
Let's talk a little history here, Adam. There's not much between these two schools. Only 2 meetings. This will be the second meeting all time. The first meeting was 2004. Do you remember anything about that game?
Yeah, I was at that game. Don't remember a whole lot. I think Byron Leftwich was still the quarterback at Marshall at the time. Obviously, David Green was our gunslinger. Mm-hmm. Our southpaw gunslinger we had. Not too much else I remember about it. I just remember being
you were
at
there.
The game. Yep.
I think that was my second or third Georgia football game.
Oh, were you at that game
time.
too?
I was.
Good.
And I got a little hairy dog.
Yeah.
In like a kind of a stuffed animal sort of a thing. Mm-hmm. Still have it.
Good.
Got to pass that down to Benson. But anyway, 2004 was the only other meeting between Georgia and Marshall. Georgia won 13-3. 13-3. Georgia was also favored by 18 points in that game, so definitely didn't cover that spread.
Better Marshall program back then. A little bit more competitive, I would think, than they are now, even though they had a great year last year. And, that's what just Georgia did back then was win games like 13-3. Good defensive wins.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go light up the glitz and glamour offense running up and down the field and score 50 points to get a win and fans be happy. I think as an American society, we were just happy with less back then, right?
Right.
But now the ways of the world has crept into our expectations on the collegiate football field as well, right, Clark? So I feel like that people would be furious if we win 13-3 Saturday instead of just looking at like, man, a win's a win.
That's kind of profound, Adam.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But back then in the day, we were just glad to see Georgia win a football game.
Yeah. Wow. That is profound.
I don't remember just being upset, we only beat Marshall by 10 points. It was a win. Right?
Yeah.
You looked at it, the defense held them for 3 points, right?
That's good.
That's in my eyes. Might not be anybody else in the world thinking like that, but I do.
But
now, Nicholls State in 2016 is a different story. I did not have that same mindset, people. So I was very hypocritical of that right there.
Well, let me ask you. I mean, if Georgia walks out there Saturday and wins 13-3, are you going to have that same attitude, Adam?
Yeah.
A win's a win?
I will.
Are you sure?
For just opening day.
Okay.
Just getting in the groove, putting a little oil in the machine a bit, right, Clark?
Right.
Working out the rust, getting it humming, working out the kinks, man.
You'll be okay.
Man.
All right, folks, you heard it.
I'm not just going to,
If we win by
This guy
10
won't be.
points, if it is a 13-3 ball game, Adam Thornton is going to be forced to accept it and not complain whatsoever.
Win's a win.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Let's just not even think about that
No,
right now.
I don't think that will happen.
Yeah, I
Hopefully.
want the offense to score a little bit more than 13.
Me too. Yep. Last year, Marshall went 5-0 against the spread as road dogs.
Did they?
Yeah.
All right.
And Georgia, once again, is historically horrible in these kinds of games against the spread. We just don't cover, you know.
Right.
And I think a lot of it has to do, okay, it's fourth quarter. Let's put in the backups. Let's get our third string sometime.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think, when the game gets out of hand, Georgia's going to have it under control. Kirby Smart using a situational football practice, I believe. Get some guys in there that might not have had a lot of reps, and especially the young guys, get them some live bullets thrown at them, right?
For sure.
And being in front of the crowd and kind of getting better and improving and making a practice in game scenario, I believe. And when you take that mindset instead of just, I'm going to just score at will, you don't win games, even though you're just driving the ball right down their throat, offense clicking on all cylinders. Like you see some of these teams win like 67-10. You don't really see it, right? So I'm fine with that. I'm good with that. And I fully expect that the score won't be as impressive as most people are thinking come Saturday evening when we're talking about it.
Okay.
But when you peel back that layer of the onion, Clark, and look deeper into it, we'll be satisfied with the performance of some of these new guys we're seeing in their first time on the field in Athens, and really feel good about them, and then go into the next week against Austin Peay, feel good about that, and then let's go see what we got in Knoxville, Tennessee in week 3, right? So, I think that's what we're going to see. Hopefully no injuries, and just want to see what these guys do in the scenarios where new guys have stepped in, kind of been in the program a couple of years, or some brand new, and that they are now the guys, right? So that's going to be fun to watch, just how the team chemistry is leading off, and I think it's going to be good.
I like it. So here's the scouting report for Marshall. Adam and I have dug deep using ChatGPT, using Google AI, using Phil Steele's College Football Magazine.
That's
I mean, folks, you got to get resourceful. I mean, we're not talking about Alabama or Texas.
It's the Marshall Thunder and Herd.
It's the Marshall Thunder and Herd. You got to you got to deep dive for some information.
Marshall's has some good product pumped out of Huntington, West Virginia. Huntington, West Virginia.
Folks, I know I've talked about this before, but Adam has this uncanny ability, and he's showing off at this point.
Yeah, Huntington, West Virginia.
You've got this uncanny ability to just rattle off at any given moment the location, the city of where a campus resides.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, useless knowledge. Doesn't get me really anywhere in life, but it's stored in the cranium, when it needs to be pulled out like this. So, you think about it. When you think of Marshall, you think that their head coach on the sideline should look like Matthew McConaughey, right? That's what you think when you think of Marshall head coaches. Then you think of our very own Jim Donnan after that.
Yeah.
Jim Donnan, very successful, and Marshall was a D2 program, won some national championships there. We saw how good he was doing up there, and we brought him down from West Virginia into Georgia in '96. So that probably one of the most, if not the most successful coach in Marshall history was Jim Donnan. And Chad Pennington, old quarterback for the Jets in the early 2000s, was really good. Randy Moss, man, one of the best wide receivers in NFL history. West Virginia country boy, Randy Moss. He was a wide receiver at West Virginia. And then another guy I really like, Byron Leftwich, turned into an NFL offensive coordinator there. I think for Tom Brady, one of his last year or twos with the Buccaneers. So I like their jerseys, man. I like the Kelly green.
Oh man.
Yeah, my favorite school in West Virginia is the Marshall Thunder and Herd, University of Marshall.
Yeah. I love their fight song. Absolutely love their fight song. I'm going to try to play it for us right quick. I used Marshall back in the day for Dynasty teams. This was like, NCAA 2004. I was playing with Marshall. I'm like you, Adam. I love the colors. There's something about green and black. Like, if Georgia were not red and black, I would want us to be green and black.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, let me see if I can play their fight song right quick. Oh, man, I might butcher this.
Sons of Marshall. I love it.
Okay, that's enough.
That'll make you run through a brick wall.
I do love their fight song. I really hope. I don't even know if that's their actual quote unquote fight song per se. Oh yeah, it is. Anyway, I hope they bring a band. Yeah. I don't think they will, but maybe they will.
They might bring old pet band. Have a trombone player or two out there with the trumpet and a snare drum to complement it.
I don't think a snare is what you'd want. I think you need a bass drum.
Oh, a bass drum.
Maybe a snare too. But.
Yeah, a snare and a bass to complement it, you know, and get a little rowdy out there.
A little flute, an oboe, clarinet, perhaps.
Old flute player. I'm sure they'll have an old boy out there sucking on the flute.
Sucking on the flute? I think
that's probably actually going to be happening over there in Clemson later that night. Probably is what going to be happening. But anyway, sorry.
That's amazing. Oh, we got to clip that. We got to clip that. That's amazing. Oh, geez, Louise. Where are we going with this? Oh, scouting report. All right. So, Adam, let's start with the head coach here because I think this is always a great place to start when you're talking about a team.
Of course. Yeah. Start from the top.
Let's start with Tony Gibson. Tony Gibson, you've got a good report.
Yeah, Tony. Yeah. A good defensive guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I think he has a very credible reputation from his time in North Carolina State. It was Dave Doran's defense coordinator there. You know, I think he's a very respected defensive mind in collegiate football. I think he spent some time with Rich Rod as a position coach during West Virginia's heyday with Pat White, Steve Slate when they beat Georgia in the Sugar Bowl when Katrina made it go to Atlanta that year and upset us 38-35. I think that was the score. I hated that game. Terrible game. But anyway, so during West Virginia's run, Gibson was on staff. Later was a DC at West Virginia too. Followed Rich Rodriguez in Michigan when he left West Virginia to Michigan. So he's been around a while, coached in some big football games, man, but first head coaching gig. And he's a West Virginia. He's not a Marshall alumnus. Alumni. Either or. One of the three. But he is a West Virginia native.
Right.
So he is very proud to be from the Mountaineer State. And somebody's glad to be back home. Right.
Oh, did you talk to him about this?
I mean, that's just what you gather. You read about the excitement of what he is coming up there, man, and being back in the foothills of West Virginia. Right. So I think he probably was blaring some John Denver country roads going up to the press conference to shed a tear or two. I mean, coming back to mama like that, it's good, right? So,
oh my gosh.
So no, in all seriousness, I think he's a good coach. Got a tall task, man, where that program is right now. So yeah, you got him, and then you got old Rod Smith. I think he spent some time in Champaign, Illinois, with the Illini offense coordinator. Runs a spread option attack. So he's got to have a dual threat guy to make his offense hum.
Right.
So not that a traditional flex bone type option or wishbone or what have you. This is a spread option attack out of the gun, right? Yep.
So you think we're going to see some RPOs?
Yeah, I do. I think. I mean, what they're going to try to do is obviously, Marshall's going to come in there and they're going to know. I mean, it doesn't take anybody with any much of a brain or any comprehension at all to know that Marshall's going to be out-talented this game, right?
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean, what do you do when you're out-talented in the X's and O's in football, Clark? Try to slow the game down.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Try to eat up some time, TPO.
Yeah.
Or TOP, time of possession, right? So you try to get some motion and freeze those fast linebackers and defensive linemen on the first and second levels and try to create a lack of eye discipline.
Yeah.
First eye discipline of the year right there, baby.
Yeah. And you think they're gonna have some eye candy?
No, they're gonna throw some eye. You're gonna have to, right?
Right.
To try to gain a step on these more fast and athletic defensive linemen, linebackers, and secondary. Try to move the ball and gain some yardage and eat up some clock, man, and maybe make it as short of game as possible, and not getting into a track meet with them, right? So, because I mean, you're not going to just beat them man on man, one on one. So, I think you're going to see a lot of that from Marshall, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. I like it.
out of Rod Smith's spread option attack.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you about the defense coordinator?
Let's hold up just a second. I got a couple
Okay,
notes.
all right,
and then
all
we'll
right,
move into specifically Marshall's defense and then Marshall's offense. But I like that. That's all really
I'm
good
ready
information.
That's good.
I just want to touch on this right quick. Since 2020, they've gone 7-3, 7-6, 9-4.
Yeah.
They had a 6-7 season in 2023, and then last year they went 10-3. They were Sun Belt champs. Big season for them, right?
Yeah.
They also,
I love the Sun Belt.
yeah, it's a good conference. Very underrated.
Love the Sun Belt. Great football in the Sun Belt, man.
I agree.
I'm serious. I really do enjoy it. Like the Big 12 and the Sun Belt are like my two conferences that I really enjoy keeping up with in the fall.
Other than SEC.
Right. I mean, yeah, the
Yeah,
SEC's
I
given,
know.
but to take a break from all the madness of the SEC, I like.
Yeah.
I was saying, let's see, where's Butch Jones and Arkansas State right now in the Sun Belt? You know, you look and you see. I mean, you think about it, Clark, real quick, and then I'll end my Sun Belt rant. You got Georgia Southern and Appalachian State, great rivalry right there,
Yeah,
right?
very underrated.
I mean, and then you get Southern Mississippi, where all of Marshall's team from last year is now,
right.
with head coach Charles Huff. I mean, the Sun Belt, James Madison, Old Dominion, great rivalry there in the state of Virginia.
And what I love about
Right.
the Sun Belt Conference is every once in a while they're going to go pop somebody
Oh, yeah,
in D1.
they will.
I mean, Marshall did it at Notre Dame. You think about Old Dominion, popping Virginia Tech. Not
Multiple
once,
times.
but like 3 times it seems like.
Yeah.
I know there's another. Georgia Southern.
Southern to Florida.
Florida. Yeah.
Back in the day.
And didn't Georgia Southern beat Carolina? No. That was Citadel.
Citadel.
beat Carolina. Citadel's awesome.
That's
Citadel beat
hilarious.
Carolina
They're
and
not
Georgia
even
Tech.
they're not even in the Fun Belt.
Right. Yeah.
The Fun Belt.
Oh, I
The
love
Fun
that.
Belt Conference. But yeah, I mean, you just look at the list of teams in the Southeast that you can follow from the Sun Belt Conference, man. It really gets you juiced.
I'm like that with Mountain West Conference, and I think it's because a lot of it has to do with Hawaii.
Right.
But you know, there's some fun out there too.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right, yeah. So they like I said, they upset Notre Dame in 2022, week 2. Notre Dame was ranked 8th that season. I don't think they were that great. Notre Dame is also kind of notorious, especially since the year 2000, for just losing a game they shouldn't. Last year they lost to Northern Illinois
from the MAC.
Yeah. And so all that to say, it is possible. There is like it's kind of a Jim Carrey kind of a thing, Dumb and Dumber. So you're telling me there's a chance for Marshall. Yes, I am telling you there is a chance. Very slim, but nonetheless, if Georgia just comes out, which I don't think this will be the case at all. If Georgia comes out sleepwalking, it could get interesting, I would say.
Yeah.
But I don't foresee
right.
that. Last year, though, big season, Sun Belt champions for Marshall. After head coach Charles Huff left from Southern Mississippi, as you talked about just a second ago, they totally backed out of the bowl game versus Army last year.
That's insane.
To end the season.
The Independence Bowl in Shreveport.
Oh, really? That's what it was?
I think it was.
Dang.
Yeah. I think now. Fact check me on that, audience.
Yeah, and they also have just 2 returning starters on both offense and defense. So a lot of guys, like you said, Adam, a lot of guys are on Southern Miss's roster right now or elsewhere. They don't have a lot of guys that were in the same locker room last year.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, you hear some of this talk, man, and everybody's picking Southern Miss to be a player in the Sun Belt, right? Because the Sun Belt champions last year was Marshall, and essentially their whole team and staff is now in Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
How do you know that? Hattiesburg, like of all what?
Yeah, everybody knows Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
No,
Where Brett
nobody
Favre,
knows.
Where Brett
Okay.
Favre went to school
Okay.
down there is from, all that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, but Hattiesburg,
Hattiesburg,
what?
Mississippi.
I can't even name you 2 cities.
The Southern Miss Golden
Starkville.
Eagles.
Gosh, dang, Adam. That's insane how you know that. Let's talk about Marshall's defense and Georgia's offense, that matchup there.
Okay.
I mean, once again, there's not a whole lot we could say here about Marshall per se, but maybe we can touch on what we think Georgia offense should be doing, what we want to see out of this unit. Yeah, what do you have?
I want to run the dang ball. I mean, impose our will from the opening snap to the end of the game. I want to see, holes bigger than what Moses did in the Indian Ocean. I guess it was the Indian Ocean or
It
the
was
Red Sea.
yeah.
The Red Sea. The Red Sea. I want to see a hole bigger than when them dang waves parted. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we need to do against this Marshall defensive line. I want Nate Frazier to be able just to go through them holes, man,
Like an Israelite.
like an Israelite, untouched, man, unscathed. unscathed, straight to the promised land, the end zone, baby. I want to see some big time, like just explosives out of the running game.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, doesn't everybody, all of God's children love the running game, right? Good defense in the running game.
And big holes. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'm with you, Adam. I mean, Moses in the Red Sea and, oh, geez Louise. Oh, gosh. I'm with you, though. We better run the freaking football because if we don't, there's going to be a lot of people,
I mean,
including myself, that aren't going to be happy.
Historically, Clark, let's think about with this game. I mean, obviously, we're going to have the size advantage. We're going to have the talent advantage. But let's look at traditionally what Tony Gibson's, what's his defense scheme is.
His philosophy.
His philosophy.
Tell us about Tony Gibson's defensive philosophy.
I think it's a 3-3-5 guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You better, if you're going to run 3-3-5, Clark, in my opinion, you better have Jalen Carter, the freaking nose tackle.
Yeah. Trayvon
or Jordan
on the
Davis
end.
or something. I mean, you got to have some dudes up there.
You got to have Roquan Smith playing your Mike linebacker.
It's a 3-3-5 base defense. It's 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and 5 DB. So if they come out lined up in that, you better dadgum run the football on them all day, baby.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. 16 of their top 17 tacklers. No, I mean, just, yeah, forget about it. 16 of their top 17 tacklers, I can't make this up, have departed. They just left. They're not Marshall.
No
Thunderbird
loyalty.
anymore. No, none.
To old Marshall.
No.
And I hate that, man. I hate that. I really do.
To the green and black, man. They have brought in, obviously, a lot of guys in the portal. Those are my 2 notes. That's all I have on the Marshall Thundering Herd defensively.
Is Southern Mississippi an upgrade for Marshall?
That's what I was thinking. Is this a lateral move?
I don't know about the facilities. I mean, Brett Favre, he had a Ponzi scheme with Mississippi, the state of Mississippi, and the government, like the allowance, big time. But I think that was more geared toward the women's volleyball facilities there. I don't know how much of that got into football, but yeah, I like old Brett, but he got some trouble, man.
Interesting. I haven't heard about this.
Took some state funds. Kind of did a little tampering, right?
Yeah.
Kind of So, yeah, I don't know how much of that trickled to the football facilities, so to speak, that could have enticed. So, what's his name? Charles Huff?
Yeah.
Charles Huff to come on.
Old Chuck.
Old Chuck Huff.
Yeah.
Old Chuck, yeah.
Old Chuck. We got to let's just move on. There's nothing else to say about the defense. We do want some gaping holes, though, for our offense to just go through.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, seriously, in all seriousness, man, a lot of new shiny pieces on this Georgia offense, and let Gunner get in a rhythm, get them started, and some short intermediate passes, getting comfortable, man. But I want to see us run the ball, explosive running plays, break 20, 30-yard runs. I want to see Nate Frazier, have a day. And then I can't wait to see who gets the bulk of the carries behind him. And I think it's going to be Chauncey Bowens.
Yeah.
Now, from what you see, it's showing out in camp right now. That's what you hear.
Probably, he had a good scrimmage the other day, too. I don't think that's one guy I really even mentioned in my notes or talked about. But, I mean, he was running with the 2s and looked good.
Yeah, I think Chauncey, man, he's a lot of people impressed by him. I think you're going to see it's going to be Frazier, Chauncey, and Bo Walker, true freshman. So I think that's going to be the top 3 that I personally expect, from what I've heard, to kind of be at the beginning of the year, the guys toting the load and throwing some Dwight Phillips.
Yeah.
Small peanut,
baby.
Get him in there.
Cash
Small
Jones.
jet sweeps. I mean, Cash Jones. Yeah, how could you forget Cash Jones? Sorry. And, I mean, especially some of the playmaking ability he has as just leader of getting the ball out of the backfield, and also, I mean, just how good he is in pass blocking as well. And just his knowledge and leadership, just having him as one of the 11 in the huddle is huge too. So, and I want to see some play action stuff and Gunner letting it rip downfield some when you run the ball at will and you get that third level sneaking up a little bit, right? And pop one over the top on them too. So, I mean, I want to establish a run from game 1 and not look back.
Yeah. All right, let me ask you.
That's Georgia football.
We've got some new weapons out on the perimeter, right? Who is the one guy who's going to? Let me ask you this: who's going to be the leading receiver for Georgia at the end of the game Saturday?
Go Colby Young.
Okay, I like that pick.
Colby Young, man.
Colby, yeah. I mean, you could see Zachariah Branch, obviously. You could see Noah Thomas.
Yeah.
Jeez, I mean, Dylan Bell, right?
Dylan Bell,
how can we
absolutely,
forget?
man. I mean, they said he showed out, had an unbelievable scrimmage the other day, right? So,
you could potentially see C.J. Wiley.
It's
I don't know. It's Kobe White, man.
Talon Taylor.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what's going to be fun these first 2 weeks. I think a lot of guys are going to get touches, and I hope we are able to spread the football out to these guys and get touches as well, and multiple running backs get multiple carries, and rotate the line out, let some guys work. I think I want to see what Juan Gaston does. If he's going to be at right guard, man. If you get Michael Morris at the other guard, and of course you get the tackles with Ernest Green and Monroe Freeland. See what they do, man. And I'm excited to see this offense. I don't care if it's not a marquee matchup per se the first 2 weeks of the year, but after what we saw offensively, I can't wait to see the fire and the energy, Clark.
Yeah.
I think you're going to tell a lot with the chemistry of this team in these games, just through body language,
right,
and how Gunner is, man. I can't wait to see how he looks. I mean, I know it's a lesser stage in the sense of not an SEC championship or a playoff game that'll be in, but just how this offseason's been for him, and just knowing that he is the guy now, and all good things you hear from him. I can't wait. I love Gunner Stockton.
Yeah, and I want to see some confidence from him. I mean, man, he rips the ball. He was ripping it at scrimmage the other day. I just want to see some good confidence. Him stepping up in the pocket. You know, if it's not there, taking off, running. Yeah. Hopefully, we don't have to pass a whole lot. I don't think we will. We may throw 17 passes, but I think that's about it.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, man. I love it that the quarterback for my team, man, raises cattle in Northeast Georgia. That's a prerequisite that I'd like to have as quarterback. You know, we need more Georgia quarterbacks to raise cattle and less leg tats.
Oh, you're saying Carson wasn't a Northeast Georgia boy raising cattle? Carson Becknut?
Oh, yeah.
Jacob Eason?
I know that has nothing to do. Don't get it. I just had to throw that in there. I like it personally.
Yeah.
So, but there is something about just having a Georgia boy under center. Doesn't necessarily have to raise cattle. I just threw that in there. But you think of like Stetson Bennett, man. Those guys shoot. Just something about it.
Yeah.
Just something about it. So fired up, all behind Gunner. I think he's going to have a great year and have complete command of this offense.
Yep. Let's go to the other side of the football. Let's talk about Marshall's offense and Georgia's defense. This year, Marshall loses their star quarterback, their top 5 rushers, their top 4 receivers, and their 4 starting offensive line, 4 starters on their offensive line. That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's pretty much the whole offense.
Yeah, man.
Their quarterback. Let's talk about the quarterback, Adam.
Carlos Del Rio Wilson. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Carlos Del Rio Wilson.
He's 6'2".
Yeah.
He weighs 215 pounds.
Yeah, he dual threat guy. Okay. 4-star recruit coming out of high school, Clark, mind you. Syracuse guy. Transferred in from Syracuse, right? Another backup they had a quarterback battle this camp. Zon Turner from Jacksonville State, I believe. Yeah, was the other guy who came in. So I think they're going to say that old Carlos is going to get the nod.
Nice.
And I don't know much about him, Clark. I really don't. I just know he's a dual threat guy. And I guess if you're going to run a spread option offense, then you got to be a dual threat guy, right? You got to have a threat to do something with your legs. But the thing that's interesting for Kirby Smart and his staff, obviously the talent is just going to be overmatched in your favor for Georgia. But you got a head coach who's never been a head coach, new offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator for Marshall that's been promoted within, all new roster turnover. So where do you go look for film?
Yeah,
right? I mean, it's not there from last year. I mean, you could go and you could look at tendencies of what they did last year. I mean, of course, you're going to watch some NC State film for the defensive side. And I mean, you can piece together stuff. But as far as this is not an established program, like what Tony Gibson hadn't put his stamp on it yet.
Right.
So it kind of makes it harder in the sense for this Georgia coaching staff. You say, oh, it's Marshall. It doesn't matter. Yeah, but I mean, it still is nice. I would imagine these coaches have a routine of being able to to kind of be able to look back at films and study some tendencies that they may have, man. But this is a fresh program that we're just seeing being put on the field, and a lot of guys that's transferred in, coaches that have come in from other programs, man. And this is the first time you're going to see that Marshall unit on the field with one another at the same time.
Yeah.
On Saturday. So they're starting their new air in Athens on Saturday. So
right.
Yeah. So that's going to be interesting.
That's a good point. I mean, it's like you said, it's a brand new team. There's not a whole lot you can go off of if you're Kirby and staff. I mean, you can go, like you said, you can go back and watch other teams' film from where these guys once were. But I mean, this is they're going to have wrinkles, right? Like there will be things that might catch us off guard, even if we're running base defense and playing, I don't know, whatever we play defensively. I don't know. We'll see. But they got some bigger wideouts, I'd say. One guy's named Antonio Harmon. He's 6'3", 200 pounds. He's got some size. DeMarcus Lacey is another wideout, 6 foot, 190 pounds.
There we go.
I don't know why I'm throwing out the measurables.
I'm glad. Hey, that's good information. Let people know.
Their running back is Tony Mathis, 5'11", 205 pounds, just in case if you were wondering.
Good. Well, you can be in the stands at Sanford Stadium. You go, man, that running back, he ain't even 6 foot.
Right.
You
can depress some people.
You can start some conversation, man. Really, with guys, especially that you sit with all season, you could really start the relationship up with your seat neighbor early by letting them know the measurables that the measurables of the whole Marshall skill guys starting group, right?
Yeah. Tony Mathis, running back. Yeah, if you want to just sound smart, you could be like, yeah, that kid transferred from Houston.
Yeah, did you see him play last year in old Willie Fritz's offense?
I mean, you really could impress somebody if you just threw out that little nugget of information.
Yeah, that's true. So put that in your back pocket. Bring it out if necessary.
Yeah, I don't really know what Marshall runs offensively. I guess to your point, it's more of a spread.
That's what I hear. That Rod. That's what Rod. And I would think that Rod has complete control with the defense, the offense, because Tony Gibson's a defensive guy, right?
Right.
So we'll see how much. I'm sure Tony's going to dabble a little bit in it, but hopefully, he trusts his offense coordinator enough that usually it works out best for defensive-minded head coaches to give the keys to their offense coordinator, man. Yep. And until proven otherwise, you can't be trusted with the whatever car. I don't know. Some people get handed a Lamborghini when they take the role as offense coordinator. Some get handed a Pinto. I really don't know what Rod's been handed. Maybe a Ford Edge.
Yeah.
Or a Ford Focus or something.
It'll get you from point A to point B.
Something you can work with, can wrench on a little bit.
Sure.
Replace a part here or there. And not ever be flashy or glamorous, right?
Yeah,
but respectable.
Yeah.
Just thankful to be on the road, right? So I mean,
that's all you can ask for.
That's right.
That's all you can ask for. Georgia's special teams. No real notes here. I just want to see us fielding punts cleanly.
Yeah.
No balls muffed, please. Dear heavens, I just don't want to see that this year. I don't want that to be a trend. Hope we kick the ball well.
Yeah.
And punt the ball well. I hope we don't have to even punt it.
Oh, yeah. We got preseason All-Americans at kick returner, punt returner, kickoff specialists, field goal, place kicker, punter, everything, man. So special teams, snapper. I mean, you're just going to be loaded there. So, right. And you don't want to see any mistakes, man. And if you do, get them out early. But going back to defense, Clark, I'm excited about the defensive line. I want to see what they're made up of, man. I want to see who we got out there. How's Xavier McLeod doing? Christian Miller, Jordan Hall, those guys, and then you get J.J. Haney. Is that his name?
I think.
Yeah. And Elijah Griffin, obviously, the two freshmen coming in. See how much they rotate, man, and just see, Nasir Johnson. I want to just see what the rotation looks like early, right? Well, who's going to be the guys out there? How do they look? What kind of push we're getting? And then, see what, like Gabe Harris as a guy. If he's going to be a defensive end, where's his role going to be? I want to see what these edge guys' roles will be, how much they rotate in, and just observing that's going to be fun, the defensive front.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and obviously, on the secondary, you're looking. Ellis Robinson has showed out all camp, is what it sounds like. It's almost like he just took the job opposite of Dalen Everett to be the guy who's going to start over Daniel Harris, right?
Right.
And that's no indication that Daniel Harris has regressed. I think, Ellis Johnson just grown into the 5-star recruit that he was, right? So, that, and then what we talked about on a couple episodes earlier, who's going to be that safety, right? So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. Adrian Maddox, a lot of came out of him that he might be the guy beside KJ, right? And Ja'Cory Thomas, obviously. So I think that's going to be a fun little thing to focus on in this game is the rotation at that safety beside KJ, Ellis Robinson potentially getting his first start in the red and black, and then the defensive line rotation as well, and guys on the outside edges, Mendoza, all that stuff, and just what these new faces look like, man. And I think this defense is going to be really good. I think this defense is going to have some growing pains at first. I think there's going to be some explosives that will be hit against Georgia that makes you just want to throw your hat. But I think it's a group that's going to gel well as the season progresses, man. And like all these Georgia defenses do, they're going to put their stamp on college football and be an elite unit. But I do think there will be some times that might be a little bit frustrating at the beginning of the year, but be patient like I was talking about last episode.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we're going to be good. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, and there's a lot you can do in terms of experimenting and just seeing who's the best fit, what group, what units, what packages work best. And I think that's really what these first two games should be about if you're Kirby Smart.
Yeah, and what's exciting as fans is you read all these scrimmage reports, practice notes, but there's players, man, in every sport at every level who are just either better or worse when the lights turn on in the stadium and in front of a crowd, right?
True.
So you got guys that hadn't been in the opportunity to play in front of a crowd, even if it's against Marshall, man. It's not even the big SEC championship or the Texases or Alabamas. It's you might see a difference in the play of these guys in the practice field of Butts Mirror. Not that they're not giving any effort or whatnot, but that they're just gamers. And you might see some of those resonate in the first couple of weeks too. So, I mean, that's the excitement of why we love college football, why fans like us follow it so closely. And now you've studied all this, and you get to reap the benefits of your study of it and seeing these guys in full pads in action, and then just see how that transpires for the next few months.
Yeah.
That's what's exciting about it. And there's a bunch of potential on both sides of the football to get excited about that. Really right now, going into opening week, we're not sure how it's going to pan out, but it's a high upside at a very high ceiling, and that's why you should be excited as a Georgia fan.
I love it. Well, that pretty much wraps up our preview versus Marshall. We'll save a score prediction for the end.
All right.
Let's go talk about some week 0 games that we had. There were two specifically that I want to bring up. First of all, Kansas State versus Iowa State in Dublin. What a matchup that was. What a game, man. There was turnovers. It was rainy. It was muddy. It was just sloppy, honestly, all around. And then, as the game progressed, things settled down a little bit. I thought it was a great game.
Yeah, I did too, man. I mean, Kansas State, Iowa State, great rivalry. Been playing for years against each other. And big ag schools out there in the Midwest. Probably the locals in Dublin at the pubs were probably confused, first off, that what football is and not soccer. That's not football. But also, why are these fans arguing about their corn yield per acre more so than the football game?
Gosh.
Right?
Wait. Speaking of this, pubs and whatnot, did you happen to see, I think it was Kansas State's logo, right? So the Wildcat logo. There was a flag outside of a pub for Kansas State, and it had their logo, the purple logo. Then they put the Iowa State flag up, but it was literally the Iowa State.
The state flag.
Not the university, but the flag.
Right. It was like somebody just Amazon, Googled, they're going to get a lot of money, and then just threw it up there. Thought no research whatsoever.
Yeah.
Did you see before the game, they had an ESPN reporter go through the street and ask guys, how many points is a touchdown? What is a touchdown? Who's the mascot? Can you name a college? And, I mean, it was just embarrassing. These European people. And that's fine. That's their culture, whatever. But it showed me that this is America. College football should be played on American soil. And that's what makes this game unique is it's American. And, and if you like soccer, that's fine. I don't care. I'm not a soccer guy. But, I mean, that's worldwide. Everybody in the world, more people are more passionate about it in Europe and in Central America and what have you than we are here in the United States. But football, especially college football, is ingrained in the culture of it. It's just so small compared to the rest of the world. That's why it's just so special, man. In a sense, man.
Yeah. This was a great game, though.
Great game.
Yeah. I kind of like the Dublin annual traditional game.
yeah,
I don't know.
whatever.
It's weird, but and if Georgia played out there, you know good and well.
I would. But I was sitting there in like the first quarter after they exchanged like 5 fumbles to each other and the pouring down rain because it's in Europe right off the coast, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, man, if this was week 0, we were playing an in-conference game against like South Carolina, and it was a torrential downpour, and it's like 3-0 in the second quarter, and we're in a dogfight with Carolina exchanging fumbles because of the weather and a field not. And I would be livid.
Yeah. You would be on edge for sure.
Oh man, but no, great game. What college football is all about, and it was wild. What the Big 12 is all about.
Yeah, I mean, we ought to see a rematch. I think in the championship. That's all the
Could potentially be.
commentators were saying. But Big 12, man, you know this as well as I do, as well as everybody listening to this knows. It's just pure parity, right?
Oh yeah,
total equals in that
no
league.
clue who can win that league. Hey, did you see Avery Johnson, the Kansas State quarterback's dad and brother, getting into a fight?
No, but I heard about it.
Oh, a video of it, man. They're literally on a street in Dublin, rolling around in a mud puddle.
Wow.
Like father and son just going at it. Sad.
Jeez.
I'm
That's
sure
terrible.
some Guinness was involved
Yeah.
in that,
Something like that.
but inexcusable, terrible. Don't know what it was about, but
I saw the
Wow.
university released a public statement.
The
Yeah.
university did.
I think I could be wrong. All right. The next game I want to talk about from week 0, Adam, Hawaii versus Stanford. And I just
Wow.
want to say my Rainbow
Yeah,
Warriors,
your
though I did not
Rainbow
go to the
Warriors.
school,
No,
or
you
did
didn't.
I attend it or
No.
anything.
No
Nor have I
affiliation.
been to the game or to the stadium or anything.
Nope.
I just like Hawaii. They're my team. They're my secondary team. I feel like every person should have one secondary team.
Yeah.
Just somebody they kind of watch in the background. You know, they don't really pull for.
Right.
They kind of do, you know.
And it's got to be a lower level team, too.
Right. It can't be someone that
That's actually
threatens
going to
your primary team.
Yeah, I understand that.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's Hawaii for me. But anyway, yeah, they freaking won a walk-off field goal, beat Stanford, their first Power 4. We're calling it Power 4 nowadays, folks. Their first Power 4 win in quite a while. I mean, it's been years, I think.
Yeah.
But I should have put money on this game. You made fun of me for wanting to put money on Hawaii
Well, I did
covering.
because who would have? I mean, that game could have went either way.
But I knew my Hawaii Rainbow Warriors were going to win that.
You
Dang
did.
it.
You did. Terrible football.
No.
Terrible football.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But Timmy Chang, man, he's the right man for the job. They should never fire him there on the island. I do love Timmy Chang. Never should be fired from Hawaii.
Did you see him
Proud of
wearing
him.
the lei?
Yeah. That's what I like, man, is a head coach who is bought in, like Kirby Smart is, to the school he went to and has a passion for it. And you see Timmy Chang has that for Hawaii, man.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I would die if Georgia, first of all, played Hawaii, but then secondly, went to the island of Oahu and played there. I would die.
That'd be a great time. I'd go.
I think I would create a jersey
No,
that was half
don't
Hawaii,
even say
half.
that.
No,
That's
I'm just
terrible.
kidding. I'm kidding.
That's
I'm kidding.
horrible.
I'm kidding.
Loses show credibility right there with this.
No, I'm just kidding. But
Oh, my.
the kicker, so the game itself, you got to watch it, right?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see Andrew Luck up in the press box?
Yeah, Andrew. Yeah, he's the general manager of Stanford.
I didn't know we had general managers in
Yeah,
college football.
yeah. That's a big thing now.
That's
big thing.
crazy. That's crazy. Who's Georgia's? Kirby Paul Smart.
Yeah, as somebody is like football. It's a different title. I don't think it's general manager. It's
Sure.
like football operate, but yeah, like
Director
a lot
of
of them.
football
A lot of them go and get like these guys who work on these recruiting sites, like Barton Simmons, who big like I think he worked for CBS for a little bit on some of these recruiting sites. Man, player development stuff. Is Vanderbilt's general manager?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So he went from podcast host on the Cover 3 podcast to general manager of a football program.
So you're telling me we have a chance
So, yeah,
at?
yes. One day you get a phone call from the Delaware Blue Hens to come up there and manage the Blue Hens up there.
Wow. What if we got a phone call to manage the University of Georgia Bulldogs?
Yeah, that would never happen. I'd decline it because for the well-being of the program.
Yeah, same here. Anyway, all right. So one other note about this game, I thought this was just incredible. The kicker, Hawaii's kicker. I don't know if y'all saw this or not. His name is, I hope I get this right, Kanzai Matsuzawa. Kanzai went to YouTube University, as I like to call it. He studied how to kick. He learned how to kick a football through an uprights rather, from YouTube. And the man hit a 38-yard field goal to win the game. So shout out to him. Yeah. I sent him a message from Row 60's Instagram.
That's good. That's a ministry. That's good.
It is a ministry. But I sent him a message. I said, hey, love you, man. Very proud of you and your effort out there.
I agree, man. I don't care who it is. I do love pumping up people, helping with their self-esteem and their confidence, man. That's good. The world needs more of that. So I'm glad you sent that one across the coast over there to Oahu.
Yeah.
And let them know.
That's right. And I also want to shout out.
Honolulu, rather. I think Oahu was another island.
No, Oahu's the island.
Oahu is the island, yeah.
Honolulu is the city in
Oahu.
Yep.
Yeah.
State capital, too.
Yeah. Oahu got hit. Pearl Harbor.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Also, shout out to Micah Alejado. I just think that's so much fun to say. The quarterback, Hawaii's quarterback, played with a lot of grit.
I thought he broke a leg there.
I did
got
too.
Folded up like a freaking chair.
I know, but fought through it. And
he did.
Shout out to him. Shout out to Hawaii, my Rainbow Warriors. I'm going to keep calling.
Good win for the culture. Well, yeah, do it, man. Good win for the culture. I enjoyed that. That was good. A lot of heart exhibited and a lot of hard work's gone in there. Timmy Chang to develop that program to get that point. So we'll see what happens the rest of the year. I wouldn't bank on too much.
They go to Arizona this week and probably going to get boat raced, but that's okay.
That's all right.
They got a big win in week 0. All right, this week's pick'em. We've got some great games, obviously, on the horizon. Starting off Friday night, we'll be watching. Hopefully, you guys will be watching these games as you're watching the live college.
Yeah. It's going to be great. Simultaneous action. Live action.
First off, we've got Georgia Tech at Colorado, 8 o'clock, ESPN. Tech favored by 5 in this game, going on the road, playing Dion in Boulder.
I like it. Going to be a fun one.
Mm-hmm. Who do you got, Adam?
Not particularly fond of either one of these head coaches or schools, but I'm going to have to, unfortunately, go with Brent Key and the Georgia State Yellow Jackets, man. I'm going to Boulder and win.
Yeah,
I just feel like their program's at a better place right now. And like the green air trajectory going up is at Georgia Tech, and the red trajectory area going down is in Boulder, Colorado.
So you're bullish.
Program status.
You're bullish on Georgia Tech, bearish for Colorado.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Those are investing terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. Georgia Tech, I think they ought to cover by a touchdown, I would say. 7 points sounds reasonable, so I'm going with the Tech, too, as much as it pains me to say that.
Yeah.
Got a good team. All right, Auburn goes to Baylor.
Waco, baby.
Waco, yeah, for sure. 8 o'clock, Fox. Auburn is favored by 2.5 points. I think this is going to be a shootout, Adam.
Yeah, this is exciting. This is going to be a very fun one to watch.
Yeah.
Because the reason it is there's a lot of nervous people in Opelika, Alabama, with the news that they've heard all offseason about Hugh Freeze. What's came out of camp, man, not a lot of positive stuff, right? I think this is a huge game for Brother Hugh.
Yeah.
A huge game. I mean, this sets the tone of the season to me. I mean, yes, obviously it's week 1 and 12-team playoff, and where college football is now, you can afford an early season loss like that. You can afford a late season loss in scenarios. But as far as just the culture, where he's at, man, going to Waco, losing to Baylor, opening Friday night would not be good. People will come out of the woodworks in Opelika with pitchforks. They'll accuse him of having an affair with his secretary and a lot of bad things that they do for getting into personal lives, dabbling with personal lives of these head coaches, man. That I think that's low. So I'm going with Baylor winning this football game.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
I don't know much about Baylor and Dave Aranda over there, what they got going on. With that said, I'm going with Auburn, not because I think Auburn's just night and day better, but just because I know more about the Auburn football program. I don't know. That's all I'm going for.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, I think it's going to be a close game, and I think Dave Aranda will have something up his sleeve for Jackson Arnold, who I don't think is the right headspace to be a top tier starting quarterback in the SEC at this moment, with still struggling from last year. And Dave Aranda's a great defensive mind, and I think Baylor has a chance to win the Big 12 this year as well. Again. So they won it, 3 years ago? And,
I think that's right, yeah.
So big year for Dave Aranda too, man. He needs to really have a good one too. So 2 coaches, I think, feeling some heat, more so Hugh Freeze. but a game that's scheduled that sets the tone for either program. And I'm going with the Baylor Bears, hoping the Baylor Bears win.
Oh, I definitely want Baylor to win for sure. Next day is Saturday. We get some great games.
Woo,
My
man.
gosh, this is a great way to open up week one.
Hey,
go ahead.
can I say this real quick?
Yep.
Also, I don't think you have it in here. Reminded me Saturday morning when we wake up, Lee Corso's
Oh, I know.
last appearance on College Game Day.
Golly, man.
I watched the special they had for him the other night. Did you see that?
Yep. I shed a tear.
I shed it. Did you really?
Yeah.
I got misty eyed, man.
Yeah.
I told Kels, I said, look, I know you just being a man or a young boy at the time in the early 2000s and the excitement and the blessing it was to what you had to look forward to was waking up on a Saturday morning and turning on ESPN and watching College Game Day at its height at an age that you didn't have to think about as much, as far as work and everything. And a 9-year-old self could just go get a bowl of cereal and watch College Game Day. And Lee Corso made that. He was a huge part of that. And I told Kelsey, I said, you won't believe how many men this time next Saturday, his final appearance between the ages like 30 and 45, and even outside of that realm, will be sobbing like children. I will 100% cry his last game day, man, because he's been special for my childhood growing up, and it just closed the book on another thing in my childhood, man. I know game day's gone downhill. ESPN has past few years. But the heyday of it in the early 2000s, man, there was nothing like it. And
unrivaled.
The excitement that it gave you to start the day was just a blessing to be able to enjoy as a child and growing on up in every stage of life towards where I'm at now. So that's going to be a tough one to close the book on.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
had to give a nod to Coach Corso there.
Yeah, we all need to watch. You definitely need to watch. If you weren't planning on it already, you need to turn on College Game Day this Saturday morning and witness that, because I'm sure, like you said, Adam, it's going to be very emotional.
Going to be some onions cut.
Oh, yeah. But we've got a big game coming up in Columbia, Ohio. We've got number 1 Texas at number 3 Ohio State. My gosh, what a matchup here. 12 o'clock Fox. This is a rematch of last year's, Cotton Bowl? Was that it?
Yeah, Final Four. Cotton Bowl.
Final Four Cotton Bowl. Ohio State is favored by 1.5 points. Adam, are you going to take the road dog here?
Man, I mean, it's crazy. When's the last time a number 1 team has opened up the season as an underdog?
Yeah, that's wild.
Right,
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, so, I mean, Julian Sayin, a guy that Georgia had a chance to really go after, but decided to go kind of a different route. Enrolled at Alabama, transferred up to Ohio State, man, making the start for Ohio State, and obviously the Arch Mania. They've already kind of made him the Heisman Trophy winner. He's already won the Heisman, and we hadn't even kicked off the season yet.
Yeah.
I think Texas wins.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I think Texas wins.
Now, I know Ohio State, obviously, they lost a lot. They're definitely not the same team as they were last year. Doesn't mean that they aren't going to be insane this year. I'm going with Ohio State just because they're the home team here, playing in the shoe. That's got to factor into this somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think about it. This is Arch's, let's be honest, this is first real road game here. And going into a place like that,
it's going to be
really tough.
Man. No, you're right, 100%.
So I know Texas is absolutely loaded. I don't think this is necessarily a drop-off kind of a thing. If they lose, I don't think people should be in panic mode in Austin. But, I definitely think Ohio State, with the home field advantage, that's got to mean something here.
Right.
So
right.
I'm going with Ohio State.
That's a good call.
Let's move to the next one. And this one's kind of an underrated matchup. Also kicking off at noon, we've got Syracuse and Tennessee, number 24 Tennessee.
Right.
12 o'clock ABC in the Benz, 13.5 point favorites Tennessee is. Adam, who do you like here?
I'm going to go with Tennessee. I think there is a possibility Fran Brown could knock them off and certain things go his way, but I think that dome is going to be covered in Tennessee orange. A lot of droves of fans are going to come down from Tennessee. It's going to be essentially a home game for them, I believe. And I really think there is a shot, and I hope Fran Brown does it, and the Syracuse Orange do it. Absolutely, man. But I think Tennessee wins this one. I don't think it'll be a very impressive Tennessee win, but I think it'll be a close game, and Tennessee kind of puts a stamp on it that they're going to win in midway through the fourth quarter. So.
Yeah. If I were a betting man here, Tennessee by 13.5, heck no. I would definitely take Syracuse to cover. And I do think Tennessee will win outright, but I don't think it's by 13.5. I don't even know if it's really going to be by 7. I think Syracuse is going to keep this close. Fran Brown. I don't know much about the team this year, Syracuse. Not yet, at least. Obviously, we'll learn more as the season goes on. But, yeah, give me Tennessee, but not by much.
Yep.
All right, the next one. We've got number 8 Alabama going to Florida State. 3:30 ABC. Alabama is also favored by 13.5 points. Did they finally get that stadium, Doak Campbell, all sorted out?
Yeah,
I know it's been in construction for like a year.
Yeah, I think it's good. It's good. So I don't know, how's the Florida State crowd response going to be after a Mike Norvell season last year? Are they going to be juiced, re-energized, fresh slate, or kind of just cautious of just the turmoil they went through last season, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a heck of a roller coaster ride the past 2 years for the Seminole Nation, man. So, I mean, they'll be excited. They'll be there. It's going to be a rowdy environment, I'm sure. Gus Malzahn, our old friend, is now the play caller at Florida State, running the offense down there in Tallahassee, Clark. What do you think?
Oh, man. I think this is kind of the same situation as the last game we were talking about. I definitely think Alabama goes in and gets the job done. They've got a great team, great roster. Kalen DeBoer, I don't know, man. Year 2. I like Alabama in this, but by only about 11 points, 12 points.
All right.
I don't think they cover.
Yeah, give me Alabama winning. Give me Alabama winning. And I think winning by about 17.
Okay.
I feel like, I don't know, 28-10, 31,
Yeah.
14 type,
I
maybe.
can see that for sure. All right, and then the next one. This is really you got Texas, Ohio State, 1A, and then I think this game is 1B. We got number 9 LSU going to the knockoff Death Valley, playing number 4 Clemson in Clemson, South Carolina. 7:30 ABC. Clemson is favored by 4 points here. This is going to be a fun game to watch, especially when we come home from Georgia Marshall.
Yeah, it's going to be great, man.
Great
Great
night.
night.
Back in the Lazy Boy and watch this one. This is going to be fun. So, who do you like here? You like Dabo or Brian Kelly?
Unfortunately, man, I like Dabo. I think just home field advantage that Cade Klubnik and Clemson wins in a close one, but hope LSU does. So, I don't know, man. I guess I cannot wait for this one. It's going to be a very fun game to watch, but I think Clemson does get the job done.
Yeah.
This year against the SEC opponent. They hadn't the past couple times they've opened up with the SEC opponent.
That's true. Dadgummit, I don't want to take Clemson. So I'll take LSU.
All right, dude. There we go.
Why not?
Love it.
I do think Clemson's actually going to win this, but I'm picking LSU if that makes any sense at all. It probably doesn't. Let's move on to Sunday. Yes, we have college football on Sunday. We've got number 6 Notre Dame going to number 10 Miami in Hard Rock Stadium, 7:30 kick, ABC. Notre Dame is favored by 2.5 points. You can fully expect there to be, for every one Miami fan in that stadium, there will probably be 4 Notre Dame fans.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a home game for Miami, but I'm sure a lot of Florida Catholics, Notre Dame fans down there in the Sunshine State are going to take the trek down to Miami and Hard Rock Stadium and fill that stadium up with some blue and gold, especially after the year they had last year, man. A lot of excitement around Marcus Freeman. I think that that fan base is unified, that Marcus Freeman is their guy, and breaking in a new quarterback. Got Jeremiah Love, that's his name, right? The running back, supposedly the best in the nation, man. Good. I don't know, man. I think he's a good player, and I think Notre Dame beats him.
Okay. Just for the sake of being different, Adam, I want to take Miami.
Nah,
Carson Beck is going to find a
Just line
groove.
him up. All right.
Yeah, week 1. I think he's out to prove something this year. I don't know if that's
Okay.
I don't actually believe that. I don't know. I mean, maybe he is. He just doesn't really seem like a gritty guy.
Which the guy the best?
Yeah, whatever. We moved on from him. But this will be a fun game to watch. Yeah, give me Miami in a thriller. 7:30. That's going to be good. And then last but not least, last but not least, Memorial Day, we've got TCU at UNC, North Carolina, Chapel Hill, 8 o'clock, ESPN. TCU's favored by 3 points. We got Bill Belichick. Who's TCU's coach?
Sonny Dykes.
Still?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he left.
No.
Okay.
That first year coaching the Horned Frogs, man. Made it to Los Angeles
yeah.
National Championship.
Jeez. Who am I thinking of? It doesn't matter. I thought for whatever reason he took another job elsewhere, but he's still there.
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay.
As far as I know, he's still there. So Sonny Dykes is still leading the Frogs in Fort Worth.
Yep.
Got a lot of clout off of his national championship run that year. And since 65-7, really hadn't been anything positive for the Horned Frogs.
Bless their
in
hearts.
23 and 24. But hey, 25 is a new slate, man. So, yeah, give me the TCU Horned Frogs to beat. I don't like Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
I don't like the New England Patriots.
Do you like his girlfriend / fiance / whatever she is? Bill Belichick's.
Very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Very weird. I just.
Does it kind of remind you of like Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift kind of a thing? The drama, just on a much minor scale.
Just a couple highlighted.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably so. But, I mean, we all know the reason. I mean, do you think it's pure love that is intermingled in that relationship?
I mean, let's not judge.
Or do you think that each party wants something that the other has, and there's just a mutual acquaintance to achieve that, right?
Potentially.
Right?
We'll leave it at that.
Or do you think Cupid struck both of them in the heart? And it's
Maybe so, Adam.
It's disgusting, man.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I ain't no way. Anyway, just whatever.
So you're taking Sonny Dyke because you don't want you just don't like Bill Belichick.
Yeah, I like Sonny Dykes. I'd imagine. I don't know the age of his wife, but he's probably got one within a decade of his age.
Maybe
it's respectable.
Yeah,
he's not out lusting after young women, I'd imagine.
Interesting.
There in Fort Worth, probably a lot in Fort Worth too do that. But I bet Sonny ain't doing that. I bet he's doing just being a stand up guy.
Yeah.
And I mean, whatever with Bill, I just don't like it. Not a good. Just my personal opinion. You might have a different one, and that's fine.
Yeah,
but
fair enough.
Not a fan of Bill and his young love. Man.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think I'll take. I don't know. UNC is kind of one of those teams where they're just like ground zero too. Maybe they just arise and show us something that we are not seeing preseason. But I'm going with TCU just because Vegas thinks they're going to win. And so I'm going to go with what Vegas thinks.
Yeah, that's right. Man,
they're the experts, right?
A lot of transfers, UNC. We don't know what Bill Belichick program's going to be like.
Right.
Really, one of them things you can't go. We don't have any film on that,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Exactly.
Tom Brady's not going to be under center.
No.
We do know that.
I don't even know if they had him. Wow.
So how successful was Bill Belichick being at the NFL without a Tom Brady under center, before and after Tom Brady? So I don't know. We'll see. It ought to be a very interesting experiment. 2 years ago, if you would have told me that Bill Belichick would be coaching the North Carolina Tar Heels, I would have said, there's a less than 1% chance of that happening. But here we are in 2025. Going to be great, I don't know, opening weekend ending right there, finale.
For sure.
Like it.
Well, that wraps it up. And, hey, we had a great time on this episode. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to leave us a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. If you're watching on YouTube, comment below. What should we get them to comment?
HBTFD.
You could say that. You could say, hey, do this. Drop your favorite Kirby Smart quote.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. That'd be good.
He had one this week, actually. And he said, crap, what did he say?
What did he say, Clark?
Crap. Let's see. Instagram. Let me go to Instagram. This is embarrassing. He said, the opponent is us, and the opponent will beat us all year,
That's
baby.
huge, man.
I love that.
To me, what's that tell you? How do you interpret that, Clark? I mean, really Galileo type stuff that always comes out of Kirby Paul's mouth. Right?
Yeah.
So what do you interpret that is? And I'll tell you what my interpretation of it is.
That means the only team that can beat Georgia this year, drum roll please, is Georgia.
You dang right, baby.
That's it.
Woo!
And he's right. I mean, it's dead on. So, yeah, I mean, and the only way that Georgia loses to Marshall week 1 is if Georgia just beats themselves. And I don't think that's going to happen. So, Adam, let's go to some score predictions here versus Marshall. 3:30 ESPN, Georgia, Marshall. Georgia currently opens as a 39.5-point favorite. 82 degrees in Athens, Georgia.
Man, inject that right there.
Love it.
Right there, man.
We're not in the 90s anymore. I hope we don't see another.
Labor Day weekend, 80 degrees in Athens.
Gotta love it.
Love it.
Adam, I'm going Dogs.
Yes, sir.
42-3. We get really close to covering the spread, but just come real short.
Love it.
42-3, though. Only allowing a field goal. That's it.
I love it, man. You've made it, everybody. Made it. We are at game week officially after all these long winter and summer hours just dreaming, watching replays of college football, Georgia football games, man, just craving live Georgia football. You are here. You've made it. There's a spark and a certain just buzz that I just can't explain that I wasn't expecting coming out of this Georgia football team in this locker room for the past month. I feel like, Clark, that just an excitement I wasn't expecting to hear, to be honest with you, where I had my expectations in, I don't know, last March, April, May. But the more I hear coming from like Kirby Smart and just kind of reading between the lines, that there's a chance and a potential that this group can do something very special again in Athens, man. Like we said last episode, the talent is there, and it seems like with the talent being there, that the key ingredient you got to have to make it that next level, when you look at the national championship teams Georgia's produced in the past, the SEC championship teams Georgia's produced in the past, well, last year I think was an interesting one, but the ones that went the distance all the way, man, had a certain team chemistry and a bond and a leadership from a few guys, man, on both sides of the football, that the ingredients seem to be right in Athens, Georgia, from what you hear coming out of Buttsmere. So we're about to start a journey, man, that you have no idea what's going to happen in Athens in some of these weeks. No idea what's going to happen in Opelika, Alabama. No idea what's going to happen in Jacksonville, Florida. No idea what's going to be, what team's going to be in Atlanta opening or Saturday in December, man. And then what's going to happen in this playoff bracket around the country. It's a clean slate all across the nation. All across the nation, fan bases have expectations their team's going to go to the playoffs, when in reality they're going to finish 6-6. That's not going to happen in Athens because you're a Georgia Bulldog. It's time, baby. I have waited so long to say this, baby, but Georgia's going to win this football game 38-7. We will be here all year. It is time to ramp this thing up 5 notches.
Yes, sir.
See y'all at Trace Amigos. Go Dogs, baby. Ooh, 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 ooh.